Welcome back, guys. So today I just want to touch base on a topic that's very important, the importance of giving back. And a lot of people feel like giving back is giving money or giving of yourself. So I just want to share with you guys that giving back could be as little as helping somebody out with, taking them to an appointment if they don't have a car, or just giving them maybe a little dinner, or even paying a bill for them if you can. I want to share some experience that I have of my own with you. Yes, I am the girl of experiences, and I have so many stories. Well, they're not stories. They're actually life events that happened to me and things that I've been through. So I just want to share something with you guys today. A few years ago, though, many years ago, because this is more than 12 years ago, I used to deliver newspapers for the Tampa Tribune when I was living in Tampa at that time. And yes, I did that for, I want to say maybe like 8 years of my life. It was so convenient. It was that night. The only downside and bad side to that is that, guess what? It was 365 days of the year. So you had to deliver papers every day. Okay, because as you guys know, newspapers doesn't stop. They want to read what's going on as well. So that's why it's 365 days, right? So when you're a delivery person, then guess what? Your job is to deliver papers every day. The only time that you can not deliver is if you're sick and you get somebody else to fill in for you, or if you go on vacation and you get somebody else to fill in for you as well. Because you are independent. You're an independent contractor. Guess what that means, guys? If you want to take vacation, then you're the one who has to get somebody to deliver the papers for you. Otherwise, when you come back from vacation, guess what, guys? You're going to be out of a job, right? Even though you're an independent contractor, doesn't mean that you can just take off and not have somebody fill in for you, because that means that you are possibly putting yourself at risk. Let me just share some information with you on when I was delivering the papers, how I gave back to someone who was in need of assistance. Delivering newspapers, as you can imagine, you're delivering to a lot of houses, right? In different areas. I had the opportunity to deliver in a very, very nice area. And when I say nice, it was like, high end. A lot of whites in that area, a lot of wealthy people in the area. A lot of times these people used to put out, if they go and they buy new stuff, they'll put out their old stuff at the side of the road, side of the street for the trash. And a lot of these things were good items. Sometimes they were like people with chairs. Sometimes there were couches, love seats, one-seater. There were so many things that they put out. So my vacuum cleaners that were still working. So guess what? We used to pick them up. A friend at that time that lived at a home that was a 3-bedroom. It was only her and her husband, and they were actually sleeping on the floor because they didn't have any furniture. They weren't working. They were just getting the husband was getting some sort of Social Security, and the lady was also getting a little bit of Social Security as well, but it wasn't a lot. So they weren't able to afford to buy any furniture. By me delivering the papers and picking up those items, guess what? I was able to furnish my friend's house with those items that other people put out, right? So one man's trash became another man's treasure, is basically what you call it. This was actually a lady that I met when I was going to school doing medical billing and coding in Tampa. And that's how I met her. Believe it or not, we became close friends. We spoke on the phone every day because of what I was doing. I was delivering papers at night, going to school during the day in the mornings. It was very convenient for me, very, very convenient. So just being able to pick up those items and in turn give them to my friend. She knew where we got them from. The stuff in great condition. They weren't damaged or not dirty or anything like that. So she was so happy. And let me tell you something, guys. Even a bed and all, mattress, table set, couch, we were able to help them furnish that home just with items that we had accumulated from delivering the papers and picking those items up. Because I knew that they didn't have anything in the house, and at that time, we were in a position to help them, and we did. So when I speak of giving back, they didn't have any items in their house. I could have just seen those things out there, and I could have been like, you know what? I'm not going to pick those up. Those things are probably trash. They're probably not working and so forth. But I picked them up and I tried them out, like the vacuum to make sure they were working or whatever the case may be before I pick up the furniture. Kind of checked all around them, make sure they weren't damaged. My friend was so grateful and so thankful for those items. She couldn't stop thanking us for bringing those items to their house, for even being considerate to pick them up. I bought her curtains, put at the windows, because the windows, a whole bunch of light was coming in and they didn't have anything to put at the windows. That is part of giving back as well. Give back, okay? And you don't always have to give back to who gave you. You can give back to somebody else that might be in need of something or of some help. And I just wanted to share that with you. That was my experience. I would never forget that. And I have so many other experiences, but that one in particular came back to me today. Let me share this with you guys to see the importance of giving back. It goes a long way, and it really, really means a lot to the people that you do it for. Yes, there are some people that are not grateful, right, when you give back or you give them stuff. But everybody is not the same, so don't categorize one of your bad experiences with another. There might be one person that's very grateful, and then there might be another that might be ungrateful, right? Don't think about that part of it. Just focus on the giving back, right? And don't be concerned or caught up with a person being ungrateful, because that's not what it's about. Thank you again for tuning in to another video. Remember to like, share, and God bless you all.